Welcome to Beards and Buckets. My name is Teebs.
You weren't joking, okay? Oh, that's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
So how we doing?
Oh, we're doing good.
You know, feels like it's been like a year. So I should.
It feels like it's been a while. So
We haven't been in the studio room.
yeah,
as you will.
a studio bedroom.
Yeah, we really shouldn't call it that.
The studio bedroom.
So we got a lot to talk about. Aside from my studio bedroom, we got a lot to talk about today. SGA has officially tied Will Chamberlain's 20-point game record. Tyrese Maxey has made some 76ers history. Some Celtics young guys have been doing pretty good. We'll get into Jonathan Kuminga on his new team, looking pretty good. We will also be talking about as well. LeBron making history. What else is new? We'll get into that some more. Jayson Tatum, my glorious king, our glorious king, has returned to the hardwood.
He's back!
I just probably shouldn't call it the hardwood, but anyway. And then,
Talking about the hardwood in the studio bedroom.
Yeah.
That's how you start a pod.
Yeah.
That's how you start the pod.
yeah, that's how you do it. And then Bam Adebayo did a thing last night. Nothing crazy. But,
Yeah.
you know, we'll get into that towards the end. But
It's a Dwayne Wade jersey, but y'all get it.
yeah, y'all get the gist. Something made you wear a Miami jersey today.
Yeah.
What could that have been?
Yeah, something light.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
Yeah.
All
All right.
right. tuned.
So to start off with SGA, he has finally tied Wilt's 126 straight game, 20+ point per game record, which is nuts.
Yeah.
The consistency of that is absolutely nuts.
Exactly. I mean, it's like we know SGA is him.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've been on it. And he continues to show with the consistency that he is one of the league's top players.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the shiftiness to him. He's got the scoring to him. He's just a great all-around player. And there's a reason the OKC Thunder are as good as they are. And he's the head of that snake.
Yep.
And this is just like, and it's funny too, like players will average 20 for a whole season. But it's like to literally do it every single game
Yes.
for a season and a half is a lot more impressive than I think people just looking at it from the outside realize.
Mm-hmm.
So just tremendous efficiency and consistency.
I think he did it in a great fashion too. In this game, they've had Denver's number all year. I think they're 3-0 on the air against them, and they've all been close games. So I'll give Denver credit, but they did this in a game where there was no Chet, no J-Dub, no Hartenstein, no Caruso, and SGA had a ridiculous game-winning three, and it's just kind of, you know, they've had Denver's number all year long, and it's been definitely a preview of what could be another playoff series like it was last year.
Right.
And it sucks Denver. It sucks that OKC is not going to break the regular season win record, because beginning of the year we were kind of talking about that a little bit because they were looking ridiculous.
Right.
They've had their injury issues, but I feel like they've really answered the call on their injury issues. They've won a lot of games even without like SGA in the lineup, guys in and out of the lineup. So
And that's what champions do.
yep.
That's what champions do. Yeah. That's like a potential them versus Nuggets. I could see that being a conference semis.
Yeah, that would be something.
I think conference finals is
Mhm.
Spurs Thunder. But
Jokic has been in his bag again this year. You know, it's like, he's got some beef with Lou Dort.
He does have some beef with Lou Dort.
Lou Dort's trying to kill him out there.
Yeah.
So
It's like, let me back up and check you in your leg.
and then let me whack you in the face.
Yeah, we'll just smack you in the face. He does his best Draymond Green impression whenever he sees Nikola Jokic.
Yep.
So,
That's it.
yeah, that's about it. Did you see the look on Jokic's face, man?
Yes.
I don't know if you saw that screen grab going around. Oh my god.
Well, did you obviously saw him get hit in the face?
Oh, yeah.
Right? And it's like the home crowd, listen, I'll forever bother me when like the home crowd sees a call and replay and it's the most obvious correct call and they still boo it.
Yeah, it's like
he literally took his forearm and whacked him in the face. What do you want the ref to do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you saw it on replay. Like, if that was the Celtics,
and like you can maybe like keep Keep saying.
I was gonna say, no, you're good. So from the naked eye, you see a play and you're like, oh, they flopped, and that's what it looked like Jokic kind of did. And then you watch the replay and you're like, oh no, he got nailed in the face.
Yeah.
Right? So if I, as a fan, I would be like, oh, never mind. Okay, that's legit. Freaking like, even if it's my own guy.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's like you can maybe make the argument like, oh yeah, that's a foul, but it shouldn't have been a flagrant. But bro, he literally just checked him the other game.
Yeah.
like he just hit him in the leg with nothing.
Yeah.
Like just got in his way. And it's like when it's multiple times with the same two players, you gotta draw the line in the sand. So I don't think it's bad that the refs gave him that flagrant for that. And like you were saying, the fans gotta chill with going obviously correct.
Yes.
Like, dude, what are we doing?
So Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, Tyrese Maxey's doing something.
Yeah, I think he got hurt recently, and he's got to be reevaluated in a couple weeks. But
Okay.
yeah, but even so, he's been great this year. He's their new franchise leader in 3-pointers made, passing who other than Allen Iverson. So
The answer.
the answer. Maxey is truly one of my favorite players in the league, man. As much as I don't like the Sixers as a Celtics fan, like because of the rivalry and everything, it's like I just don't hate that guy. You know, it's like he's ridiculous.
Like when a player is just like that,
Yeah.
you can't like when it's I don't know. I don't see how you could just hate on him.
Yeah.
Unless like it would be one thing if we go into the playoffs the next 5 years and the Celtics lose series after series after series to the Sixers because of Tyrese Maxey specifically. Then it's like, okay. But
He's grilling our ass.
Yeah.
It's like,
granted, I don't see that happening anytime soon.
no.
Unless a player is literally on your team's ass. Like, if you're a Thunder fan and you can't stand Wemby, I can't be mad at you.
Exactly.
But anyone else, I'm sorry, man. You gotta enjoy that guy. Same with Maxey. It's like he just has a play style and an energy to his game that's infectious, and when it makes you want to see him succeed.
Yep.
Unless he's playing against your team.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, incredibly impressive stuff. And when it's sort of like interesting that Allen Iverson had that record, I know he's their like most prominent scorer of all time.
Yeah.
You'd think like with the threes in particular, AI didn't shoot all that many threes.
No, I mean, I guess a lot of guys didn't back then.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, it wasn't the three ball wasn't a huge part of the game yet.
Right. I'm just trying because I know I wonder how high up on that list JJ Redick is. I know he wasn't there for long.
It's a valid question, though.
But I'm curious. But you know what? Now's where we break out stat views.
Yeah.
So 898. JJ Redick is 9th.
Even though him being in the top 10 even so.
Yeah.
Like
433. Yeah. Guess who number 3 is?
Oh, I couldn't
It's
even.
Tyrese Maxey, Allen Iverson, and
Who could it be?
it's not someone you'd expect.
Oh, God, just tell me.
Robert Covington.
Rocco?
Rocco is 3rd all time, above Kyle Korver, mind you.
W role player.
724 threes.
Been on like 25 different teams, man. Shout out to Robert Covington.
ultimate championship player.
The perfect
That
role
everyone
player.
thought.
The perfect role player in 2K, mind you. He's on like every fucking team.
Just remember, they were talking about him for like a decade. It's like, oh, this is the guy you need to win a title. Like, he's the perfect glue guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna, Nothing came of it.
So do you want to move on to
Speaking of the Sixers, the Celtics whooped they ass.
Yeah, in the recent weeks, we more so want to talk about Neemias Queta being a reliable center this year, which we've touched upon. In this game, he had his career high of 27 points, shooting 71%, 17 rebounds, and 3 blocks. He's the first Celtic since Robert Parrish in 1989 to record 20 points and 10 O-boards in a game. Jaylen Brown also finished with 27, 8, and 8 in this game. And Maxey and Edgecombe actually combined for 56 in this game.
Yes.
Fucking crazy.
I mean, that's the duo for Philly.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like
VJ Max?
VJ Max. That's the future right there.
Exactly.
Queta, though, it's just like continuing to prove that he can do what you need him to do.
Yeah.
And beyond. Obviously, he's not doing this every game.
No,
like, it's not even close. But, like, if he can give you a consistent, like, 12 and 10,
yeah,
I'm solid with that.
I'm happy that which we talked about, adding Vooch to the team, it kind of takes, that center load off of Neemias Queta. So it's not just Queta and Garza. It's Queta, Garza, Vooch. So you got this nice, like, triple threat going at center. Yeah. And none of them are, like, superstar centers by any means, but any one of them can give you, like, a ridiculous game. Even Luka Garza this year has had his moments where you're like, damn.
When Luka Garza's hot from three, he gets cooking a little bit.
Yeah, like, center was my biggest concern for this team, and they have surpassed all my expectations, along with the rest of Celtics Nation.
Yeah, Vooch, it sucks with his hand.
Mm-hmm.
He had that fracture in his thumb, I think it was. So we'll see. Hopefully he's back for playoff time. It doesn't become an issue.
He should be. So,
but him and Queta primarily. I mean, we like Luka Garza too.
Yeah,
him and Queta and Vucevic.
Nothing made me happier than getting Xavier Tillman off my basketball team. But anyway, so keep going.
Those are two solid bigs that you can rely on.
Yeah.
And Queta just continues to impress. And he's the definition of a hustle guy. He is the type of center that, in my opinion, the Celtics have been missing for like decade. Over a decade at this point. Yes. Since I started watching Celtics basketball, I've been like, they really need a center who can go up and get rebounds.
Yes.
They've never had
and
one.
Every time the draft rolls around, we're like, maybe we'll get a center.
And they like, always go and get these undersized bigs.
Or they get 35 guards in the draft, too, that we don't need.
It's like you've needed this hustle rebounder for a decade.
Yep.
You've needed like the Andre Drummond type. And instead, you go and you get Grant Williams, you get Gershon Yabusele. I love me some Al Horford, but he's a stretch big.
I love me some Kelly Olynyk.
Yeah, I love me some Kelly Olynyk. He's a stretch big.
Yeah.
So it's like, we signed Ball for a week.
Seriously, what the fuck, dude? A week? That's nuts.
Yeah.
We had Mike Muscala for like 2 days.
Yeah, Mike Muscala, like... all these stretch centers. I get you want your center to be able to shoot threes, man, but like Robert Williams was probably the closest the Celtics had to that. And Queta, he's not as fast, but he reminds me very much of peak Robert Williams in that sense, where like he's a hustle guy, he can lock down the paint, he fills that role well.
Mm-hmm. I miss Robert Williams, man.
So do I. He's kind of just been like,
he deserves better.
Yes. He's just like floating on rosters now.
Completely random thing that you just made me think of. On Jeff Teague's podcast, I saw a clip of him talking about when he played in Boston, something I partially forgot about, and him telling a story about his teammate in Boston, Tristan Thompson. Yeah. And that made me go, oh my God, that was a thing. Yeah. I was like, I forgot we had Jeff Teague and Tristan Thompson on this fucking team at one point. That's nuts. It's just something you kind of like bury in your brain. It's like we had Joe Johnson for like a week.
Like, we signed Joe Johnson out the big three.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times.
So moving on from Neemias Queta to also talk about some young Celtics guys here. Man, I love Hugo Gonzalez, man, dude. Like watching this guy play is so fun. One of the most hustle guys I've ever seen. Like literally for me personally as a fan, up there with like Marcus Smart. Like in terms of hustle, grit, grind. Like he gets out there. It's like he's just a menace on every play.
Oh no!
And so what caused us talking about it was Hugo. In a game where we beat the Bucks 108-81, he finished with 18 points, 16 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 blocks. He's the first Celtics rookie to record 15 points and 15 plus points and 15 plus rebounds since Mr. Antoine Walker in 1997. This was a game we didn't have Jaylen Brown. Payton Pritchard also had 25 points, 9 assists. And Giannis returned from injury. He was on a bit of a minutes restriction, but he had 19 and 11. But yeah, we spanked the Bucks without Jaylen Brown, and this is before JT came back too, obviously. So
Yeah.
Hugo Gonzalez, man.
You gotta love the hustle, guys.
Yep.
And it's like, especially to have him be this good this early, it's only looking up. Because it's like, if he develops his offensive game, like, and granted, he had 18 and 16 in this game, but he's still kind of raw offensively.
Yes, he is.
If he can really develop sort of a smooth offensive game and keep the defensive intensity he has, he's gonna be damn good.
Yeah.
Wild.
Not even just Boston. I mean, you never know where it could take him in his career.
Exactly.
So, and we got him with what, the 28th pick?
Something like that.
Then, like, literally the last few picks of the first round. I think he's the steal of the draft, and that might be Celtics bias, but like, I think he's the steal of the draft just by looking at other rookies around him. So, absolutely nuts.
Yeah, love to see it.
So,
we also love to see our glorious king break records.
Who would that be?
It's LeBron.
I'm saying our glorious king. Yeah. My glorious king is his royal airness. But anyways,
LeBron passing Kareem for field goals made in NBA history. So he already had the points.
Who could have saw that coming?
Yeah. I know, right?
It's just continuing to add to his legacy.
Yeah. Does this affect LeBron's legacy?
Yep.
It doesn't.
At least you got to watch him break the scoring record live, right?
I'm never going to get over this. Fading away, stream cuts out. I can't.
The whole stream works fine. The one moment you gave for.
Like, rest in peace to Streamy stuff. But, like, he's fading back, stream cuts out, I finally get it back up. LeBron stands alone! Dude.
Absolutely nuts.
Because, like, I had no investment in that game other than LeBron being the all-time scorer. I'm like, I'm going to watch this and see if LeBron becomes the all-time scorer. And then I miss them. Literally the only time. The only point of the game that I did that.
Mm-hmm.
Cuts out right when he's hitting the shot. You're kidding. But yeah, LeBron keeping it pushing. It's crazy that he's still as good as he is at this age. Hope to see him do it in Cleveland next season.
Yep.
Now to our real glorious king.
He has returned. My 19-year-old king has returned.
Good old Jayson Tatum, man.
Yes.
Big dose.
Yeah.
Big dose.
I'm so mad I missed his fucking comeback game. But yeah, I saw all the highlights. It just made me cry because I was like, I wanted to see this shit live, dude. The putback dunk, which was his first point since last May. You know what I mean? Like, freaking
someone tweeted Tatum's first basket after going 0 of 6 to start the game is gonna hit like crap. I'm pretty sure he literally started the game 0 of 6 and then got that putback dunk.
So facts, though. Oh my god.
It's like, he flirted with a triple-double in his first game in like, how long has it been? Has it been like, 10 months, I think it was?
Last May was the last time he played.
Yeah. So it's like 15, 12, and 7, your first game back in almost a year.
It was on a restriction, so.
Crazy.
Yeah, like.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that easily, like, once he has his bounce back at all.
Yeah.
That shit's turning into like a 25-point triple-double.
Yeah.
I was very happy to see in his debut game in particular how strong his playmaking still was. Mm-hmm. You knew like maybe all the explosion isn't going to be there, but the fact that he just came in immediately as like, I'm not going to try and force shots.
Yep.
I'm going to play the game the way I have always played it when we win, which is doing it all, but being a lead facilitator and a willing facilitator, especially with how good the rest of the core has been at scoring. Jaylen Brown's probably going to be first team All-NBA this year. Pritchard, one of the best bench scorers in the league. You have cade, who's turned into a very reliable scorer around the rim. Not as much hook shot, but like in terms of like lob threat.
Yep.
you have a lot of weapons. Derek White obviously can get it done.
Yep.
So Tatum coming in and being unselfish immediately, I was shocked he didn't end up with the triple-double. It seemed like it was going that way for him. But just great debut for this season for him. And something I'm curious to see too, and I know like this sounds dumb coming off of an injury, but is it that hard to believe that like come playoff time, Tatum's gonna be like hitting his stride? It's like, you think about it, like a team like the Thunder, they just won the title. Yeah, they're still great, but say they make the finals again and the Celtics are hitting their stride. Is it odd to say that the guy who tore his Achilles is going to be the freshest player on the court
A little bit
in the NBA Finals? Because it's like, if he gets his conditioning up by like deep playoff time, by finals time, there's an argument to be made, I think, that he is going to be the freshest player on the court.
Yep.
And it's just odd to think about because he just tore his Achilles. But he had another pretty solid game against the Cavs with 20 points and a win, and a loss against the Spurs, but he also had another very solid performance against them.
I'm going to say
24-5 against them. His efficiency isn't where it needs to be quite yet, but I mean, he just tore his Achilles.
It's only been a couple games, but dare I say, and we'll know with time, dare I say he looks better than pre-injury? Well, just his shot selection and his just more consistency on the offensive end. I feel like I've seen
in terms of play style.
Yeah,
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, I don't know personally. Like maybe it's because I haven't seen him in a while. I like play basketball, and it's like recency bias. But like this is like the most I've enjoyed watching Jayson Tatum play basketball. Coming back and being like, he looks really good on the Achilles tear. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like way better than what I was expecting.
Yeah, he has been just absolutely great. Speaking of greatness, we had some greatness happen last night.
To some people,
and I'm not talking about the studio bets.
Just Jesus Christ, Jimmy, for that to be clipped.
But we had some greatness happen last night.
Yeah,
with Big Bamonte.
Have you been seeing the memes of people being like, when they go to shoot in the trash, now they're like, Bamonte.
I can't even imagine, bro. All the little 5-year-olds in Miami. Bamonte. 83, dog. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Not Will, but as close as we are probably going to get for a long time.
So a lot of people have mixed emotions about it. And I was expecting it right out the gate, because like when I saw, so from my perspective, I was watching the Celtics play the Spurs, and it was a good game. And I literally gave up watching my own team at half because I was told Bam had 43 at half.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, he'll probably finish in the 60 range, maybe somewhere in the 70 points ish, like that's what I'm expecting. And then it gets to the point in the fourth quarter, he's like in the 70s and there's still like 10 minutes left in that game. And I'm like, of course you get that little blurb of a thought that isn't going to happen. It'll be like, can he? And you start doing the math. You're like, can he reach this nut? You're like, no way. But I fucking,
right.
If he made all his free throws, he would have had 90 first and foremost. And you're only 10 points away. So it's like, it's nuts. So people's things, first and foremost, they played the Wizards. I'm not just, it's still a real team at the end of the day. The Wizards were fucking doubling and triple covering them at one point, and it was still hitting shots. So like, you know what I mean? It's still, the Wizards thing doesn't really matter to me too much. My issue was the 43 free throw attempts, which is kind of crazy.
I will say, like, I didn't catch the game in full.
Yeah.
I saw a good chunk of it. I watched, like, probably the first 2/3 of the game, and I am planning to finish watching it on League Pass.
Yes.
I did, however, see an IG post with all of the fouls that got called for him. they were not just giving him a superstar whistle.
No.
You watch these clips, man. Like, yeah, he took 40 free throws, but that's because he's the only dude that was touching the ball the whole game.
Yep.
They were hacking the shit out of him.
Yeah, yes, they were.
Like,
well, he had at the end of the first, what did he have? He had 30 after the first quarter. So, like, that's fucking crazy.
and apparently, when I was watching Kenny's video, he was saying they didn't start doubling him until he had 70.
Yeah, because they were like, fuck it. I mean, I guess he's not going to stop.
But he was getting absolutely hacked every time he touched the ball. And props to him for, like, I'm sorry, yeah, you took 43 free throws. But for a big man to hit 36 of those, tremendously impressive. And I do agree with what you were saying with the whole Wizards thing. I don't really give that much weight. People got to remember with Wilt, right? He scored 100, yes, but he scored 100 against the Knicks, who at the time were the worst team in the East, and he scored 100 against the Knicks' third string center.
Yeah.
Because their first two centers were hurt. And so he literally played against probably the worst center in the league at the time to score his 100. It is absurdly impressive. Some of the threes he was hitting were kind of dumb.
They were kind of dumb.
Granted, he took 22 of them. But 7 to 22 as a big is pretty damn solid.
The 30 or threes, like, that's
like, I'll take that, man. And he was the only person with double-digit shot attempts for the Heat. They were quite literally pass the ball to Will mode.
Yes. The whole game.
Just give Bam the ball every time.
Get out the way.
Yeah. It's like after 30 in the first quarter, it's like, okay, just give him the ball until he's missing.
As a Hoops fan, it got to a point, I'm in Discord with a bunch of the guys and, like, watching this, and I have it on, and it got to the point where Bam would pass and someone would score. I'd be like, Bam, you unselfish prick. Like, come on, dude. As he has like 77, and I'm like, dude, come on, you need to keep going.
Yeah. I was like, I feel like if they had made a concerted effort to get him 100, and he was like in the mindset at halftime of like, I should go for 100, I feel like they could have. I feel like at half he wasn't in that mindset. Definitely not. He was. Damn, I just had a fucking awesome first half. Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm definitely going to get more shot attempts, so hopefully they fall. And he definitely had enough shot attempts where he could have cracked 100. So
yes. If he was shooting because he shot under 50%. If he had a game where he was shooting 60%, he probably would have.
You got to think. He missed 7 free throws. If he hit those 7 free throws, he's at. And you're going to miss free throws.
Well, even without the free throws, though,
he's at
20 of 43.
Yeah. If
you make that 30 of 43, he has 100. Granted, that's like 70-something%. But, still, if he was like even more in a zone where he was shooting 53% instead of 46%, he could have had it.
I can't wrap my head around the fact. Like, all day today, I've been thinking about it. Bam Adebayo scored 83 points in a basketball game.
Of all people.
If you just came up to me and said, yo, somebody scored 83, they'd be like, did Luka drop 83? Was it Giannis? Was it Wemby? Like, who the fuck was it? You know, like, and you told me it was Bam Adebayo, I pushed you in front of a bus because I think you're crazy. Like, fucking, I'd be
if anyone breaks 100, don't catch Teebs in front of the
bus. Yeah, we better not be on a public street because I think you're nuts. But like, of all people on that team, like, you could have told me it was Tyler Hero, I would have believed it more than
because it would have been like, oh, he must have gotten absurdly hot from 3. Like,
he probably had like 18 threes.
Yeah, did he break the 3-point record? Yeah.
A center did it. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, like, and we have it here too. He obviously, it's the second most points in a game all time. It's the Heat franchise record.
Yeah, he passed LeBron 61
against the Charlotte Bobcats. That I do remember that game though. LeBron was dirty that game.
Yeah.
But just absurdly impressive stuff. And I actually am pretty sure, I'm not 100%, but I saw something that I think it's Aja Wilson's first game in person to watch Bam. And he had 83. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's love. That's love right there.
Yeah.
And I won't get into the comments. Bro.
Jesus.
No, because it's like literally Bam scored 83 and they're like, yeah, that's going to be a D1 baby. And I'm like, like, come on, man.
How do I explain to people that Bam Adebayo scored 83 points? They just can't.
Hey, here's what you do. You pull up the Ball is Life or the Hoop mixtape from when Bam was in high school.
Yep.
You show them that and you say, this guy scored 83 points. They'll believe you.
Yeah.
They will believe you. If you watch his high school highlights, man, oh my God.
Yeah,
He's doing like the craziest windmills.
Yep.
He's like slamming it all over everybody. Pause. And just because the Hoop mixtape made me think of it, and he scored 83, this is what happens when you go in there. And they talked about it in the Heat game with his mindset. He came into the game looking to score, looking to dominate on the offensive end. When you are a center and you have that athleticism and that ability, DeAndre Ayton, take notes. When you go into the game with that mentality and you have the physical ability to do it, you can tear teams apart.
Yeah.
And obviously he did it to an extreme. I hope that this is the start of something special for Bam, where if not the rest of this season, next season, he can really put together like prime offensive season for himself.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of been the knock on him, is that he has this offensive ability. It's in there. We all just saw it. But he doesn't always put it on display.
That's true. Well, like I've never been against Bam Adebayo. I've just never considered him an elite scorer or number one guy for Miami.
Exactly.
Ever in his career. And I still don't. But
Yeah.
Even after this game, I still don't. But the Heat are hitting a stride all of a sudden. They look like a scary team in the East. I'm not going to say they're going to run to the finals, but like I could see them upsetting a team in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like they got the weapons, they got the tools, they got the coaching, certainly. So
yeah, I mean, let's see.
I think they've won 5 games in a row.
What they have, I believe. Right now, they'd be facing the Raptors.
I'd give them that.
It's not far-fetched at all.
No.
Wait, pardon me. They'd be facing the Knicks. I still, I wouldn't
It's not
see them
crazy.
winning that, but I don't think it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think they're hitting their stride at the perfect time.
they are, which Heat teams always seem to do. It screwed us over.
All they need to do is lose the rest of their games. They finish with like the 9 or 10 seed, and then they can win the play-in games, and then they can go to the finals as like the 9 or 10. That's like the 8 seed.
Right.
As Heat teams have been known to do.
But it feels like they always just like create a miracle out of nothing at the last possible moment, but then fall like just.
Where do you put Eric Spoelstra on your like coaching spot, like all time?
I mean, he's got to be up there, man.
Is he in your top 5?
I'm trying to think because like Pop's up there.
Pop's up there. I would put Phil Jackson.
Yeah, Phil Jackson.
What the hell?
Why am I blanking on his name?
Pat Riley.
Pat
Riley's in there.
That, I had him in my head with the suit and the slick back hair.
Yeah. And the Lakers just dedicated a statue to him. So.
Yeah. So those 3.
I'd personally put Spo in there somewhere.
I probably would put Spo.
Yeah.
My other thing is how many, I feel like you gotta put, I know it's old school. Red Auerbach's gotta be.
I was thinking that as well. Yeah, I would see that. Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'm also curious, how many did Bill Russell win as a coach? Okay, he won 2 as a coach in 1968 and 1969. And mind you, he was a player coach in both of those years. Greatest player coach.
Not one of the greatest coaches ever, but ever. It's not one of the greatest coaches ever, but one of my favorites is Rick Carlisle.
Yes. Yeah, Rick Carlisle is damn good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other coaches.
And every other state, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana.
Yep. I always, not even close to the all-time, like, echelon.
Mm-hmm.
I got a soft spot for Dave Fizdale.
Fair.
Take that for data.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, let us know. Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the comments what you thought of Bam's 83-point game.
Do you think it's admirable or not so admirable?
Yeah, anything else? Foul baiting.
That's foul baiting.
Also, maybe let us know your coaching Mount Rushmore. And last but not least, tell us how great Jayson Tatum is.
We know how great Jayson Tatum is.
We know, but we want to hear it more.
Yeah.
Do all the liking, all the subscribing,
all the following,
all the
twatting.
Yeah, all the listening. All the
Xing.
Yeah, all the Xing. Literally all the platforms, all the things on them. Do it.
Even if you want to kick us to your friends. Or
yeah. Yeah.
If anyone still uses Kick besides not so great people, but
maybe don't do that.
Yeah. But other than that, have a beardtastic rest of your day. We'll see you later.
Peace.